This is breaking news.
Eras of farewell tour. All the signs Taylor Swift fans won't be seeing Idol on stage again. Taylor Swift is currently on her record-breaking Eras tour, but some fans fear the Mammoth World Tour will be the last time they get to see the American billionaire perform live. Is Taylor Swift planning to retire from music? Some Swifties think, and fear, that is the case. The American billionaire, 34, is currently on a Mammoth World Tour and performing her greatest hits from over the years for delighted fans, with the Shake It Off singer set to take to the stage in London this evening. But amid Swiftie mania sweeping the globe, some pessimistic fans fear the good times won't last forever, and their idol is subtly letting them know she won't be performing for them again for a while once the Eras tour comes to an end in December. In a piece titled As a Non-Swiftie, who just went to her first Taylor Swift concert, I'm convinced Eras is a farewell tour, journalist Naomi May argues Taylor is ready for a Rhianna-style break from the world of music. She writes how in an era where fame can be achieved with a simple swipe and click, Taylor stands apart as a celebrity who has earned her status through dedication and honing her craft. She's been in the limelight for longer than she hasn't. That's why her groundbreaking, record-smashing, billion-dollar Eras tour, all 3.5 hours of it, feels like a farewell, a closing of a chapter. It gives off the vibe that she's bidding adieu, even if it's just temporary. Penning her piece for Elle UK, she writes, there are figurative deaths and rebirths peppered throughout Swift's show, which, yes, correlate to her music. But have you ever heard of an artist perform the greatest hits from an 18-year-long career only to then do it again in a few years' time? If that were true, then Swift would be setting a precedent among her fan base that this is what every tour of hers will now look like. Surely only an artist who has exhausted either themselves or their creative canon would indulge audiences in such a display of their work, because the only question that I was left with after watching her was, what next? She goes on to muse how Taylor could be ready to focus on her personal life and movies. The nebulous sense of wonder at where her star ought to ascend to after the Eras tour was a question that even tumbled from the lips of Swifties I attended the concert with, Naomi explains. There is the original film she's confirmed to be writing and directing for Searchlight Pictures. There is her relationship with NFL player Travis Kelce, who has called her the biggest and best thing possible, and is rumored to be planning a proposal for once her tour has concluded. Naomi isn't the only one who thinks the Eras tour is a Taylor swansong. One of these days I'm going to put on my Taylor Swift critical lyrical analysis cap and detail why I think Eras is a farewell tour of some kind. This just hurt my feelings in that context, one fan wrote on Twitter, X, recently as they shared a screenshot of lyrics from Taylor's latest album. Another mused, why this Taylor tour feel like a farewell tour kinda. A more hopeful fan admitted, when I heard about the Eras tour last year and what the show was, my first reaction was, why does this feel like a farewell tour? This feels like goodbye. But then the visual of burning down the Lover house and Taylor setting the match on fire felt like a setup for a new Taylor.